So I suppose a once-in-a-generation player, how easy he made the game look. For me, that was the biggest thing. He looked as if he had all the time in the world on the wall, whereas I looked as if I was getting rushed every second.
You don't at all.
Compared to him. But,
no, but he that is a thing that all great sports people, and you're one of those, mate, is... I think the opposite. I think when you see, you do see where the gaps are, where the space is.
Yeah,
you do play with your head up.
Perhaps I've made it a bit hard on myself, but I think when you compare yourself to someone like a Dan Carter, for you to have any chance against him, you have to be absolutely on your money. And for me, it was kind of like, well, again, when I went back to choosing toughest opponents, this was a guy who could do everything. This was a guy who could kill you and take the game away from you in the space of 5-10 minutes.
If you're 5% off your game,
you're way off. If you're 5% off your game and he's somewhere near probably 60% of his game, he's going to absolutely crucify you. So I just felt like he had to be in for what he's achieved in the game, for how tough, just how difficult he is playing. I'll tell you a really good example. We played the All Blacks in 2010. I was, what I'd been then, 20, nearly 21. And I'd had a really good season for the Ospreys. Played really well, we'd won the league. And I remember starting the second test in Hamilton against Carter. And it was surreal. At that point in my career, I said you sort of feel like you don't fear anything, you don't fear anybody, you've got nothing to lose, etc. That was probably the one example which changed, because you're going up against literally one of the greatest.
Yeah.
So for me, there was a little bit of that, or do I belong here? This is almost like a fanboy moment type of thing. But what transpired for the next, I think only lasted about 55, 60 minutes, was that showed me how far off. I mean, his level is a joke. After the game, and I went into the changing room. Into their changing room. Because I thought, well, I may never play against Dan Carter again. I thought, well, if I'm going to swap shirts, I have to swap shirts here. So went in, you had McCaw, Mialama, Muliaina, all these guys, and I'm thinking, and this is like my fourth cap or whatever, so I'm absolutely bricking it going
20 years of age.
20 years of age. But I thought, I've got to take this chance. I went in and I swapped, and to be fair, he couldn't have been nice chatting.
Did you get it?
Yeah, how many caps is this?
I love it.
So I swapped shirts with him. He was really good, took the time, and couldn't be more grateful. And but when you're on tour, you always have your washing put in, and you put your match shirts and things, and they come back. But I kept Dan Carter's shirt for 2 weeks on tour, because I didn't wash it, I didn't put it in the, just in case somebody saw it was Dan Carter, nicked it. And I got home, got it washed, got it framed, and it's on the landing. I don't put many shirts up. I put the 2013 Six Nations we won up with all the shirts in. I got Dan Carter's one up. And it was a special shirt, and the boys always ask, well, my mates always ask me, what do you think he did with your shirt? I said, he's probably washing his car with it or whatever. But for me, in terms of what made him special, was his ability. I played against him a couple of times after that, and it was just how easy he made the game look.
So just stats-wise, stats don't always tell the full story, but... So Dan Carter is top of the all-time scorer list now, just shy of 1,600 points. Second place, Farrell, 300 points behind it.
Just goes to show, doesn't it, in terms of, and Carter missed a bit with injury, didn't he, for that 2011 World Cup. And
do you know where you are on it?
I think I'm about 650 odd, I think.
You're 28th, I think.
Oh, is it?
I was thinking if you'd have been the only goal kicker we had.